Okay, Bismillah. Okay, folks, my new class here. Welcome to looking at ratio, direct proportion. We're looking at exercise 7. Question number 1. Let's have a look at question number 1. Okay. Question number 1 says 5 toffees. I'm going to draw a little toffee here. 5 toffees cost 15 pence. That's how the question starts off. Which question? I'll leave this one over here. Look at on the projector. Can you see that one there? Can you see on your sheet in front of you? Okay, lovely. Now I'm going to change the question a little bit. It says, what do 6 cost? We can do that one as well. Okay. I'm going to put 6 at the bottom of here. 6 toffees. And we need to work out how much it costs. That goes here. Now, if you know what 5 toffees cost, to get to 6 toffees, we need to do one extra step. You can't go from 5 to 6. Does anybody know how to go from 5 to 6? Can't just do it, add 1. In ratio, you normally do multiply and dividing. We can do adding as like if you've got a couple of ratios, we can add them together to give you a number. If you're going to go from one number to another number, you either multiply or divide. So, this is called the unitary method. So, we need to work out the cost of 1 toffee and then we can work out the cost of 6 toffees. Good. So from 5 toffees, I'm going to go first of all to 1 toffee. So what I'm doing on the board, you need to be writing it down in your book. Make it nice and big, not so big that you cover the whole page, but make it nice and big. So what do we do here? So 5 toffees to 1 toffee. How do we get from 5 toffees to 1 toffee? What do we do? We can't use the word minus. What do we do?
Divide.
So we have one suggestion. We divide by 5. Any number divided by itself, Ali, will give you 1. Any number. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 10 divided by 10 is 1. Any number divided by itself gives you 1. So now that I know how to get to 1, how do I get to 6? From 1 to 6, what do we do? We time by 6. Or we could just add these two up. Now we can add. I could say 5 toffees at 1 toffee. You could add them as well. That's another method. You could add 5 at 1 is 6. And add these two, that'll give you that. That's another way of doing it in this particular instance. Okay. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times by 6 is 6. That's beautiful. That's how we get to 6. Now, what we do on the left hand side only, we have to do it on the right hand side. Yeah? What we do on the left, we must do on the right. So divide by 5, divide by 5. The next part is time by 6. This will be time by 6. Okay, let's do that now. Let's have a look at that. 15 divided by 5 is 3p. Are we happy with that, Ali?
Yeah.
If you're not, just say so, okay? We'll go 3. And 3p time by 6 is
18.
18p. So that's the answer. And also, if we had added these as a second method, if we done 5 at 1, that would have given us 6, and 15 at 3 would have given us 18. That's also we could have done it. This is where we use add. When you have 2 sets of ratios and we want to get to a bigger ratio, we add the ratios up. But normally when you're going from 5 to 6, we wouldn't be adding. You have to get to 1, then to 6. If you know 1, then you can add. Okay, are we happy with that first example?
Yeah.
Okay, has everybody got it down in the books? Naila, have you got it down?
Yeah.
Okay. You two stop chatting. Do your own work. Come on. Focus and task. Okay, I'm going to go to another question then. Right, here we go. So we are still recording at the moment, folks. Now let's do question number 5. Question number 5, where is it? It's over here. Here's number 5. So we have 3 bananas. 3 bananas. Looks like a chili. 3 bananas, that cost us 24 pence. And they want us to work out the cost of 6 bananas. That's question number 5. I'm going to give you one similar to that. I'm going to give you from 3 bananas. Actually, well, banana wouldn't really have that part. Let's call it 3 chilies. That sounds better. And these are big chilies. So 3 chilies, okay, green ones, yeah? And they're 24p. Okay, now you need to work out the cost, say, for example, of You're buying a whole bag of chilies. Right. Now, Hassan, sorry, Ali, do you know how to get from 3 to 30 in one go? Because in the previous question we done how many goes? 2 steps. 5 to 1, 1 to 6, yeah? Can you go from 3 to 30 in one go? Is that possible in this question? And the answer is? Yes. What do we do? Tell me what we do.
3 divide.
Time by? Remember now the numbers are getting bigger, so we times by? 10. Excellent. 3 will go to 30 in one step, not 2 steps. We can do in one step. What we do on the left hand side, we do on the right hand side. So 24 times by 10 is, what is it? 240 pence or £2.40. So what we're saying here is if you order 10 times the volume, you pay 10 times the cost. 10 times the number of chilies. Are we happy with that? That's how we do it in one step. Okay. So the first question we done, we had 2 steps. Now we had 1 step. Now let's do a question with multi-steps. Are we happy with that question so far?
Yeah.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Good. Right, let's move this up here. Move across here. Okay, here we go. Alright. These are nice questions. And I want to look at that question there. Can everybody get to that question, please? So I'm going to make myself a little table here. Well, I'll try to. So we have here weight. We have a cost. And then we need a line. We need red. Okay, weight and cost. Let's put the values in there. Okay, we have, oops, wrong, we go back to, okay, here we go. How will we do this question now, folks? Here now we have a table style question. We've done a 2-step question, a 1-step question. Now we're going to do table style question to give you a different feel of how we do the different type of questions that we're going to be doing today. Now, Layla, if I know the cost of 7 kilograms, Layla, can you move across to that side of the table so that I can see you clearly, because you're behind the other one. Just move across, please, so I can see you clearly. Go across. That's beautiful. That's lovely. Layla, 7 kilograms cost £8.40. If you know what 7 kilograms is, Layla, how do we get to 1 kilogram after you know what 7 kilograms is? What do we do? You divide it by 7. Now, Layla, you should be an expert on this, shouldn't you, Layla? Yes. Layla knows what I'm saying now. She should be an expert. Okay. Now, divide that by 7. If I divide that by 7, what do I do this side? Do the same. Okay, let's pick brown. £8.40 divided by 7. What's £8.40 divided by 7? £1 and 20. Yeah? 7 goes into 8, 1 remainder 1. 7 goes into 14, 2, £1, 20. So that gives you £1.20. Okay, now I want to get to 3.5 kilograms. Ali, give me an idea. Shall I go from here to here? You can go from any place. You can go from here to here, or from here to here, or from there to there. To get to 3.5 kilograms, I know what 7 kilograms is worth. I know what 1 kilogram is worth. Which is the easiest way, not the difficult way, to get to know what 3.5 kilograms would be worth. What technique should we use? Give me a suggestion.
Times.
Okay, remember the number from which one to which one then?
3.5.
We need to get to 3.5.
Okay.
We're going from where to where?
Okay, 3.5.
Okay, you could go from 1 to 3.5. What would that involve?
Times.
By 3.5. Now, 1.2 times by 3.5. Does that sound like an easy calculation or a hard one? It's a bit hard, isn't it? So we can do that, but we'll leave that for the moment. Okay, let's have Ruqayya. I want the way to get to 3.5 kilograms. What's the way to get to 3.5 kilograms? From what we know. We go from, not from 1, but from 7. Okay, what's the connection between 1 and 3.5? How are they related? Let's have Khadija. 7 to 3.5, what do we do? Give it clear.
Divided
By
2.
2. That's right. So 3.5 is half of 7. Now is dividing by 2 easy or hard? It's easy. Yeah. Okay. So we have to do the jump from the same place. Okay, we divide it by 2. So £8.40 divided by 2 will give us, quite not used to me, huh? I don't need answers from the classroom assistant. Okay, let's have Fatima. £8.40 divided by 2.
£4.20.
£4.20. Okay, so far, Ali, isn't this so far difficult? He's thinking. Where do you go from? You're going from there to there. You went from there to there. You have to choose, think. It's thinking. It's not difficult. What are we doing so far? Dividing by 7, dividing by 2. Nothing's difficult so far. No, we're not doing the complex. It's thinking more than anything else. £4.20. Now, here comes the next question. I want to get to 14 kilograms knowing what we know here. Ali, have another go. Which one shall I jump from? Shall I jump from here, here, or from the top one? Think carefully. From the? Yes. Because 7 to 14, how do we get from 7 to 14? We time by? Time by 2. Is times by 2 difficult, Layla? Fatima, is it difficult?
No.
Not at all. So we're going to go now from 7. Look at the color I'm using. To 14. And what we're going to do, we're going to by 2. So we're going to go from here. I've got a different color. We'll go around here. All of my work is color coded. So £8.40, double £8.40 gives us
£16.80.
£16.80. Okay, let's quickly go back to that question. We have the red jump at the beginning, then we have the pink jump, and then we have the orange jump. And each one of them at the moment seems to start from where?
7.
From the top one, yeah? From the 7 one. It doesn't have to be, but it's easiest in this question to start it from there. Okay. Are we happy with that particular question before I move on?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm going to do one more table question, and then I'm going to give you some questions to do, and then we'll come back and we'll go through them. Layla, are you happy? Yeah? Layla, you should be happy. This is one of Layla's favorite topics. Okie dokie. Right, let's start new page. Alright, let's find another question. Let's find one percentages in it. Okay, folks, I want you to pick me a question from the boxes that you want me to do. Let's see which one you like me to do. Let's pause the video. Okay, here's another one of those box type questions which we set up here. Whether it's a percentage question or whether it's a not percentage question, we do in the same style. Let's have a look what we do here. Now I need to get from 15% to 5%. Okay, let's have Layla. How do you get from 15 to 5%? What do we do? You can't use the word takeaway. We do? Divided by? Divided by? What's the other here? 3. Thank you. Divided by 3. What we do on the left hand side only, we do on the right hand side. So £3 divided by 3 will give us? Okay, lovely. Okay, now I want to get to 1%. Can we go from 5 to 1 now? Does that make sense? In this question does, doesn't it? Yeah? You don't need to start back to 15. Because it's easy to drive from 5 to 1 and go 15 to 1. So what do we do now, Ruqayya? divided by 5. So we choose the path Ali that suits us. Yeah, the easiest one. So I'm going to divide that one by 5 as well. So £1 divided by 5 will give us what? Will give us what? £1 divided by 5 is 20 pence, or 0.20 in terms of pounds. Okay. Okay, Khadija, I want to get to 30 and I want the easiest way to get 30. I don't want any way. How is it easy for me to get 30? Shall I time by 30, time by 6, or multiply by 2? Which is the easiest way? Multiply by 2. So I'm going to start on this side because it's easier for me. So I'm going to time by 2. So this one from here to there. You got to match it from this like for like. So the 15% value, 15% time by 2 is 30%. 15% was £3. £3 time by 2 will give us £6. So in these questions, where you jump from is what you decide. That's the thing that you have to think about. Okay, are we happy with those questions so far?
Yeah.
Are they all good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are we ready to start doing some questions now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pause it now. Okay, folks, here are your questions for you to do now for classwork. Exercise 7, questions 2, 8, 12, question 21. These ones, can you circle them on your original and your homework diaries, please? So you know which ones to do, because this page might not always be on the board for you to see. Okay, Mr. Ali, no, on that sheet there that you have there, that sheet, can you just circle those questions that I've done there? Quickly circle them now, so if this page changes, have you circled them? All of them?
Yeah,
That's good. Off you go, start that now. I'm going to give you folks 10 minutes to have a go at those questions. I'm going to walk around. Samir's also here to help out as well. She's going to walk around and help anybody who needs help. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video here.